Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Hello, everybody. It's 10th episode of Uncensored on ZTO.
We're unfiltered.
Unfiltered. Uncensored, unfiltered. I'm so unprepared for this right now. I'm in a little stuck, padded room and everything with Sonia here, a.k.a. Fairy Godmother.
Right.
And she's here representing the Delphus Zombie Prom, right? And
that's right.
Next weekend, isn't it?
April 26th.
April 26th, so it's 2 weekends from now.
2 weeks to go, yeah. Saturday the
go.
26th. Starts at 6 p.m. and runs till 10 p.m.
So what's all involved with this? Is it for a cause or anything?
Yeah, it is. I actually do the Delphus Zombie Walks that are in October, which is a canned food drive and a fundraiser for our local food pantry, the Interfaith Thrift Store. That event has gotten so big in the last 2 years, and I'm trying to keep, growing and expanding. So the Zombie Prom is actually to benefit the Zombie Walk in October. So all proceeds that we raise from ticket sales and the 50-50 drawing will go towards bigger and better things at the Zombie Walk too.
And so the bigger the Zombie Walk gets, the more you help the community. Absolutely.
It brings the community together. The Zombie Walk is a family-friendly event. We do have a lot of kids that show up and really get into character too. So yeah, it brings the community together. Again, the more canned food that we can raise and the more funding, it all helps. So the bigger the event, the more donations. And
yeah, that's it. I like to ask a question. How did you come up with the name Fairy Godmother? How did you get anointed with this name?
I came up with that several years ago. I worked at an animal shelter, and a younger girl and I had kind of the same taste in music and clothing, and I used to always give her all my hand-me-downs, and I got promoted and she kept calling me Boss Lady. And I'm like, why do you keep calling me Boss Lady? She's like, well, you're my boss. I said, no, I'm your Fairy Godmother. And it just stuck, and she was the one that first got me onto MySpace and Facebook in the first place. I didn't want to use my real name, so I was like, I'll just be Fairy Godmother, and it's getting to the point where some people know me just as that name.
How long has the Zombie Prom been going on?
This is the first one.
I thought so.
Yeah, this is the first Zombie Prom.
How many people do you average with the Zombie Walk?
Well, the first year was totally experimental. I had participated in the Lima Zombie Walks before. I thought, well, let's do this in Delphus. And I would have been happy with maybe 20 zombies. We had closer to 50.
It's awesome though.
So
Delphus. That's really awesome.
I was amazed. Last year we had just over 100 zombies. We over doubled in just 1 year. And at one point I was doing interviews and I turned back around to the parking lot. I was like, wow, that's a lot of zombies. So yeah, we probably had another 50 people, that just stopped in. They saw the zombie market that we had or came with their kids. So it was a huge crowd. So it's getting bigger and better every year.
I can see why you need the Zombie Prom to help support it then.
Exactly.
The zombie market, what are you selling there? Fresh brains?
We did have some brains for sale. The zombie market was similar concept to a farmer's market, but with all fall and seasonal and zombie items. Alter Ego Comics was there with a lot of Walking Dead things. We had some jewelry vendors. We had Canny's Creepy Creations, which was all handmade, just really demented stuff. And, all sorts of Halloween decor and spooky snacks. And that went over really, really well, too. So we're probably going to do the zombie market again at the Walk this year.
It sounds awesome. It sounds like it's something. We did the zombie walk down in Columbus, and there was a lot of people there.
The Zombie Walk in Columbus is getting really
I've seen that
outrageous.
online. Yeah, it's huge. I don't know if Delphus will ever get that big, but the way it's going, if we keep doubling numbers every year, we're just going to really take over the town.
200 this year, next thing you know, you be hoarding through the whole town,
exactly.
scaring all the people that weren't prepared for this.
That's our goal.
I think they should go on more than once a year.
I do too. I think it should, it seems that a lot of things. That's why I like the Zombie Prom being this time of year, because a lot of those things are centered around Halloween and stuff.
Right.
No, that's a whole year. That's a lifestyle. It's the way people are.
A lot of people like that stuff.
Yes.
I think it should be more than once a year.
Sure, and we decided to do it, during prom season.
Yeah.
But not interfering with any other local proms. So we timed it right that, other proms weren't going on that weekend.
And you could raise awareness with the kids about drinking and driving and all that other stuff. You can make it a cause for everything. It's a snoz for all causes.
Yeah. We've got people that are coming out. You are, right, Ken?
Yeah.
All right. Ken's going to be there for sure.
Wonderful.
I'm trying, I know. I'm trying. I want to be there, so if I can get off work, I will be there. I don't know. Anybody else is.
I'm trying to be there.
Yeah.
Good. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
We'll see if we can wrangle people.
There you
I
go.
think Ken might be able to wrangle me. He might make me shave my head. It works better to put makeup on my head shave.
Anytime that I can get some blood thrown on me, basically.
Yeah, it
I'm
makes it a
down.
good day.
I really want to
I'm
get
down with that.
do it.
Exactly.
You're gonna make me look like I was butchered. Yes.
And that's one good thing about zombies too. Neatness doesn't count. You know, you don't.
No.
You know, you can just put
You
some
don't even
black
have to
around
take a
your
shower
eyes.
that day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, maybe throw some fake blood on you. You know, I've been telling people.
Sandpaper the clothes up a little bit.
Exactly, and like I said, even being prom season and wedding season, go to your local thrift store. You can, you know, this outfit cost me $2 at a garage sale.
Yep.
So, you know, go to your local thrift store, buy a cheap dress or a suit. You know, shred it up, drag it through the yard.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I paid $8 for my dress for our zombie
It's
prom
not
thing.
expensive, people. It's a very cheap.
Exactly.
It's a very cheap activity, really. You can go to the thrift store, get your stuff. The makeup's really not that bad. Get some charcoal and just darken up your face a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
all you have to do.
And have a lot of fun destroying your outfit.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I think
Blowtorch stuff and rocks and drove over
that is half
and
the fun of the whole ordeal right
Bury it
there.
in the
Getting
yard
yourself
for a week.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, bury, let the worms crawl through it.
That's a good idea.
Realistic.
Yeah. I didn't think about doing that kind of stuff with my dress. That would have been good for the dirt effect. Yeah.
Sarah.
See?
Sarah.
I'm taking notes for next time.
She's taking notes. Well, Sonia, I know you're a busy woman. You got lots and lots of things to do, but we wanted to get you on here because we really do want to promote this event for you.
Wonderful. Appreciate
And
it very much.
If April 27th.
April 26th,
26th?
Saturday. Tickets
Saturday
are
at
tickets
6
are
o'clock.
available at the saloon. There are also here some at Gromies. I left Gromie with some tickets, so anybody in the Lima area that needs tickets can come out to Gromies. They're also
The
available
saloon
at the saloon in Delphus.
in
is where-
Delphus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't get around Delphus much.
So yeah, tickets are available by mail, so people can just message if they want the mailing information.
So what's the site they can go to get that from the mail? Just message you?
They can just go to the Zombie Walk Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Delphus Zombie Walk, or you can even Google Delphus Zombie Walk, and you'll be able to find all the events and the Facebook page and all the videos on YouTube. So
It sounds like a
It's-
really fun time.
it
I
is.
hope later in the night the dead do not walk straight.
we're gonna paint the town dead.
You're gonna paint the town
Paint the
dead.
town dead.
Paint the town dead. That's your motto. I like it. I love it. I love it. Well, Sonia, I know you're a busy woman. We need to get you out of here, but thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
I had to do it. She gave me her hand. I was like, I gotta do it. I ain't been able to do that in a while. Never mind.
You're crazy. All right.
I am crazy. That's why they put me in a padded room. Sign it out. You do it. I gotta start it. You
We're
gotta
going to just
start.
take a break and we'll be back.
Yeah,
So-
we are taking a break. So. We're doing the Cheeto test. I bet Shauna, if we put a Cheeto in the microwave for 15 seconds, let me get in on that Cheeto. Look at that Cheeto. Look, it's solid right now. Solid Cheeto. We're gonna put it in the microwave for 15 seconds. I told her to melt. She don't believe me. Can I get her melt?
If it melts, are you cleaning it up?
Just throw it away.
Wait a minute.
All right, Shauna. Show us that Cheeto. The Cheeto is solid. How hot is it? How hot is it?
Probably not hot at all.
This all came about because I told her I prefer popcorn over chips of any kind because popcorn is at least fucking hot.
It's the same fucking Cheeto it was when I
It wasn't affected by radioactive waves at all. It had no effect. It survived. It survived. I don't think I'm gonna fall like I'm hitting the arm. All right.
You need to make it better then. It needs to go somewhere else.
You want to count down or you just want it?
Yeah, tease me in the ass. Why not?
Tease you in the ass? Alright.
In the ass.
13?
Oh, go to the cheese. Trust me.
Oh, it'll get out.
Oh, it's alright.
Oh, don't take it, bro! Don't take it, bro!
Oh, that sucks.
Do it again! That's what he did him! Put him down!
Down. Gosh, that sucked a little bit.
That was easy. That's what I was putting her ass over. That's good. Rough one, too.
Oh, gosh, that sucked.
Got any more ideas?
How was that?
We're done with ideas.
Any more content?
Hey Horde, this is Ralph and Sarah, Unfiltered, with our buddy Ken Newman. Ken Newman. Woo! He's got ass bee stings right now. Why you got ass bee stings, Ken?
Because I was retarded and I had ideas.
Get your head up, man. Let's
I had ideas. I had ideas. Don't have ideas. You get hurt.
Ideas hurt you.
But you're fine. Like,
Yeah.
like you got up and you were fine. Like,
Yeah, it was okay, but it left snake bites on my rear end.
So you might have a scar for this, so you'll remember Corey with that pink taser in
and it
his
won't
ass.
scar. It's nothing like that.
It's not going to scar, no. It's more like a little red indents on my butt.
Indents.
I got indents on my butt, but people call them dimples.
I have an indent on my head.
It looks more like mosquito bites more than anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not going to show you because it's really far down toward my crack and really
Is
comfortable.
crack close?
Yeah, it's kind of crack close.
It's kind of crack close. Well, Ken here had that bright idea. Went back on the. I'm horrible with dates. It was 18th, wasn't it? Was it
Alright.
18th or 15th?
It was at,
15th, it was the Ides of March.
Ides of March, 15th. I should have remembered that because we talked about it. But the 15th, he sold raffle tickets, and Sarah's friend Corey actually won the raffle to tase Ken, and for very little money.
I think he spent like a
Ken-
total of like $3.
Very little money. He got to commit an act of violence, as he put it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an act of violence.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was an act of violence, but he was pretty intrusive with the second coming up because he held out to me and he had an intention to shock me at first. And I flinched and I was like, "Hey man, hey bro, don't shock me, bro." And he came at me again and he got me.
He's like, fuck it.
So did he miss on the first one?
The first one, I think I moved a little bit and he just barely missed me. But the second time, he was right on target.
He's like, "Oh no, I'm tasing
Yeah.
him." You do pack
I was nice about it
I
at
don't get this
first.
little half tase.
Yeah.
I would have held it in on you. I would have like getting on
Tear him off. Corey, you gotta stop.
Squeal, pig, squeal.
Yeah. Good reference. Good reference. Are you saying it because I'm fat?
I'm fat. I can't call you fat.
We're all fat kids at heart.
I like cake. Don't you
Love
like cake?
cake.
Who doesn't like cake?
I like honey buns, not cake.
No
I don't
wonder
like
you're
honey
fat.
buns.
I mean, those things could survive a nuclear apocalypse.
You know, I seen Twinkies the other day. Did Twinkies come back?
Yeah, it's the sweetest
They're made by
comeback
a
in
different
history
company.
ever.
They were in like the checkout lane of Walgreens, just chilling there.
Yeah, they have
like
the
candy.
cupcakes back. I was making a big deal about licking the cream out of the cupcake.
Yeah,
one
but
day.
isn't it like a different
I don't like
company making
Twinkies, so.
It was like a German company. How the hell are we talking?
them? I thought it was a
about
Mexican company.
It's like a Mexican. Yeah, it's like some Mexican company came through and said, no, people want their fucking Twinkies
Yeah.
and Hostess cupcakes and their ding dongs and their ho hos and the donuts. I brought you a bag of them donuts that one day.
Oh my god, I thought you were telling me you had a bag of donuts for me now. Fuck.
Fat kid problems.
Yep.
No donuts. Well, we were going to talk about other things, and we're talking about
Well, I
fucking
know,
cake.
because for some reason you have this thing where you want to talk about social media. Facebook.
No, I just wanted to get on this thing
He's
about
got something irking
unfriending.
him.
No, this is just really irritating. I got this one friend on Facebook. Well, she says she's a friend, and she keeps friending me, but unfriending me. And then you go and you see they're on your like friends things, and you look, and then all of a sudden you touch their name, and it's like it's not a friend. You're like, wait a second, why are we not friends anymore?
I think I know the reason.
What is it?
They don't have other friends, so they gotta keep friending you and unfriending you just to have a friend request to come through their profile.
They want to know it's coming, and they know I'll keep coming back. That is horrible.
That's way too much thought put into Facebook.
That's exactly what it is, though. I don't know what the fuck. It's annoying. At first, I started thinking, well, maybe her boyfriend or whatever at the time.
For the weekend?
With this person and this
Do you know
guy.
who he's talking about?
No.
Oh.
With this person, it's an on again, off again thing with her baby daddy. So And I know her baby daddy don't like me because I worked with him.
Huh.
So, and he's just one of those guys. He just doesn't like me. Everyone can't like me.
Who doesn't like you?
I don't know, because I'm an adorable,
You're a likable person.
likable person. I get along with everybody. I'm not offended by shit. I mean, you can call me, you know, porch monkey and spook and all that other shit. Like the typical black people names that you use to offend people. Like I look at you and like, yeah, right on, dude. And I just wave it off. But I don't know. I don't know why he don't like me. But I do think it's weird. And if anyone out there wants to comment on it, let us know. If you've ever had a friend unfriend you, then friend you, then unfriend you, then friend you again. And then when you ask them why they unfriended you, they friended you again. That's how complicated this just got.
How long have we been talking about Facebook now?
Too long.
Too long.
Well, no, I do want to say something because I feel like, do you notice that Instagram likes are a huge thing to young people now?
Mm-hmm. My daughter's all about it.
Like they may like do something horrible to themselves over social media stuff. Like I know it happens, but like it's crazy with young kids now. Like the kids that like work for me and stuff, or even around me, like they're so about those freaking like Instagram likes and stuff. It means so much to them, or like Twitter followers and stuff. It means so much. It is like,
when did digital friends become more important than being actual, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Exactly.
Shake my hand.
You know what?
How are you doing?
I see the exact same thing. I've seen people that I'm friends with on Facebook outside of the Facebook world.
Don't even
it's like, hey,
talk to you.
Don't even look at you. Completely ignore you.
Completely ignore
Yeah.
you.
Like,
What-
hey, I friended you. I get excited because I know that person on Facebook.
I
but
see
then they
your life
completely
because
ignore
you
me.
blog about it. You might be that one Facebook friend that talks about how they're cooking, or how their kid just smiled funny, or I don't know. Some people put cool stuff. Sarah puts cool stuff on her Facebook because it's usually something about how she needs to lick her eyeball or something. It's never like,
hey, my mom's calling me.
Her mom's calling. It's never like, hey, I'm at work. I've been working all day. Just seen this dude. This dude. Yeah, this dude. Or, hey, I'm making baking cheeseburgers. Yummy. Num, num, num. And some people, that's all they really ever put on their Facebook. Or they put their dirty laundry. There used to be this saying in this country.
Yeah.
You don't air your dirty laundry. Now, people are rushing to let everyone know about their dirty laundry.
Because everyone loves drama.
Jerry Springer made millions off the fact that everyone loves drama.
And Facebook is like an open Jerry Springer show.
It is like an open Jerry. It's like
You
I
just
can
get on there and there it is.
They're like,
every
look
day,
at this
and people
bitch.
love it.
How is she gonna talk about him? We all know she's actually a crackhead.
You will know the ins and outs of someone's life that you don't talk to in person ever.
Uh-huh.
All thanks to Facebook. People that I barely even know. I know all about their
Kim, are you
life.
considering the stuff you put on your Facebook now? I'm like, man, what do I put on there?
No.
I mean, I never hear anything. Like, you never put anything
How
on
are
there,
your ears
really.
feeling? Didn't you
Yeah,
stretch them?
that's stressing me out. They're
Yeah,
like,
he's gauging. You're gauging your ears out.
They're not very big
No.
yet.
Is that what the
I
cool
didn't-
kids
I
do
took it back
nowadays?
Oh.
Is that what the cool
Why?
kids do?
Because I scared a kid one day and I ripped out of my own ear. Ripped out one of my gauges out of my own ear and I didn't put it back in because I hurt it.
They do get sore.
I bled a little bit.
I don't
I haven't
understand.
getting
What
infected.
is with
Gross.
these gauges? I just seen a guy today, me and Fred come over. He had freaking like gauges like this big. in
Yeah, that's
his
just
ear.
disgusting. If it's big enough to where it's not going to grow
If I
back,
can fit a
like-
fucking softball in that bitch.
What about the lips? Have you seen the piercing with the lips?
Yeah,
Like
right
gauging their
here,
like bottom of
yeah.
the lip and everything?
I
Their
mean,
little bray, whatever it
It's
is?
absolutely stupid. It's some other country. I haven't
It's-
seen
it's-
I've seen it
anybody
all in
from-
Oregon, like Portland, whatever not.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a big thing over there.
What? I thought it was some other country.
get to the West Coast, nigga. Shit.
West Coast.
People talking real.
Be over there.
Shit, I keeps it real. It's a real half black hybrid shit.
So,
Well, you're miss.
we're at Romies. We're going to do something musical. We're going to talk about concert
in our padded
experiences
room.
in our padded room.
It is
Carpeted
just
walls.
feel the
When life gets you down, just smoke a Jeffrey. Stroke furry rolls. Stroke furry rolls. I don't know. That's what comes. I don't think you've even seen that. Anyways, let's
She's
get
missing out.
concert
She's
experiences.
out of this right
Concert
now.
experiences. Concert experiences. Ken says he really has no real memorable ones. I have a few.
He said they were all fun.
They were funny. I just don't have
I
anything that
have-
sticks out.
I have one that sticks out mainly because there's a thing where Josh Palmer has a hatred for Ashley Morrison. And back in the day, me and Ashley were at a show and we were watching from a second story window, and their singer stood up on something and jumped, and when he jumped, he kicked Ashley Morrison right in the fucking face. And it was hilarious because she gets really fucking pissed off about shit, and she does not let it go, but it was hilarious to me. So that was a cool concert experience there.
So basically what you're telling me is Josh Palmer needs to watch out for Ashley.
No, she isn't going to do nothing. She
don't give a fuck.
She just will rant about it for the rest of the day and act
Yeah, and
weird.
then she'll forget about
But,
it. And we still love her. Love you, sis.
but then my other big one was also Ashley getting her face punched in by a girl while watching Every Time I Die. Because we had a chick that, like, she was seen at different concert locations, like in Detroit and Cleveland and Toledo, all over the place, and she was always starting fights. And she just came up behind me and pulled my hair and yanked my head back. Well, I didn't even know who it was. I turned around, I was like, what the fuck? Next thing I know, we're scrapping and scratching each other. Luckily, I just had a scratch marks down the side of my
Like
face.
the cool, sexy scratch mark. Like,
I gouged her eye or something like that, but then we got tore apart so fucking fast. Guys, stay off of girls for a few minutes and let us fucking scrap for a few before you fucking come in there and try and tear us apart. If we're already in the scrapping
You're ready
thing,
to fight.
ooh, it fires me up. It fires me up because if we're already in there and we're scrapping at each other, like, just let it go for a little bit. Let us get it out.
I mean, anytime
Because
I
I'm
see
gonna
girls
turn around
fighting,
and punch
I let
a
it
dude
happen.
for that. Like,
If you punched me, I'd butt punch you.
and the whole
so
time
hard.
you're pulling me away, I'm probably gonna be yelling shit at that girl the whole time. Like,
Well, that's
I'm
how
that
all
chick.
fights go. A lot of fights end up just.
We just got tore apart real quick, and I went back to my thing. She took off. Anyway, she came back, fucking beat the shit out of Ashley's face. Like, I looked over, she has her down on the ground, just beating her. Ashley never even seen her face. Not once. And then the
So
guy
she sucker
standing
punched the fuck out of her.
Yeah, and then the guy standing next to us seen what happened and socked that girl in the face. And she took off. So that's my fun concert experiences. And then I watched Dillinger almost set the
Oh God, you gotta
the
watch
ceiling
Dillinger.
of the garage shop, I think, on fire. And the keyboardist, of course, the man at that show also broke his keyboard in two.
I was like,
So those were exciting experiences there. I had plenty of other ones. Like, I punched a guy in the
Have you ever
face.
crowd surfed?
No, I
Have
punched
you?
a guy in the face at a
Yeah, I crowd
show.
surfed.
And what else? Oh yeah, Slayer. I tried to get somebody to put me up on their shoulders to let me, because I was like, I have to show Slayer my boobs. I was up in the front. I was like, I'm here, I'm watching Slayer, gotta show him my boobs. But I couldn't find a guy who would put me up on their shoulders
Really?
to let me do it. Yeah, right?
Really?
Right?
Like, dude, I'd be like sitting here like, okay, I'll have you
I'm
on my
pretty
shoulder.
sure once again Ashley was with me. She was my concert partner.
Why
back
didn't
in
she,
the
like,
day.
put you on
But
the
she even said she wasn't gonna lift me. I was heavier than she was. But she even was going up to guys like, "Hey, will you?"
You put her up so she show her tits. Put her up so she show her tits. Come on, guys, titties.
Right?
Tits.
They're like Slayer.
Slayer. Tits. Tits and Slayer.
There.
It's the best of both worlds.
Yeah. So I never did show my
I
boobies
don't-
to the guys of Slayer.
You should have.
Whatever.
I would have just done it down there and I'd like put my tit out and shit and start rubbing it. And
I'm a lot
licking my
smaller
nipple.
than everybody else in that crowd. Like, they wouldn't have gotten seen. I would have been flashing somebody's back. No one would have even noticed
Pushing
those
it up
girls'
on
boobs
there.
out. No one.
See, every time I see titties at a concert, I start to chant titties, titties.
Ozfest, girls just like walk around naked, just covered in paint at Ozfest from what I remember. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I've been to Ozfest.
How
That was
old were these people walking around?
the one was a huge person who should not have been at all naked, completely covered in like body paint, just naked, walking down the fucking steps. And I was like,
Jiggling.
oh my gosh, like, whew, not need to see
Concerts,
that.
I mean, sometimes, that's where I got one of my favorite t-shirts is at what was that, Mayhem Fest a couple years ago. My Guilty of Being White shirt about that. I mean, the lady that sold it to me said, this is so wrong, I shouldn't sell it to you. It was a heathen shirt. I was like, yeah, let's go. And a lot of my concerts experiences, none of them were really epic. Like, I never got in fights. I moshed, crowd surfed. I crowd surfed to Oasis. Imagine that.
Wow.
Yeah. Who the fuck
Yeah,
crowd surfed
too.
to Oasis?
I'm too afraid to crowd surf because I feel like girls that crowd surf probably get molested.
They're gonna get.
They do.
Yeah,
You
they're
get
gonna
fondled.
raped
I
and
feel
everything,
like
yeah.
I'd have
I
a finger
fondle.
in
When
my
they come
vagina.
over and that butt's right in my hand, I'm like, Hey, firm.
I swear, if a girl has shorts on, there is some guy out there that's
There's
going to
a
try and
finger.
get that finger in there.
It's
And next thing you
going
know,
in.
you're like, hey, I feel something in my vagina. Who is it?
There's a whole crowd of people. It could be any of your fingers.
Which one of you dudes?
Which one of you dudes have fingered
Or
me
girls? One of you got your finger in my vagina.
today? Get it out of there. You didn't even trim your nails. I can tell.
That's why I don't crowd surf, right?
Well, I mean, for a guy, we don't get molested. I mean, when I go up there, I had to get like 3 big dudes to throw me up. When I was like, hey, put me up, the dudes looked at me and they were like, like, you're a big motherfucker, come on. I mean, how did you get up on the crowd?
No, I was in front. They put me in the back.
I'm like, fuck you.
They just wanted to move. Get the fuck out of here.
You're too tall for the front.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I went down. I couldn't get back to the front either after that.
See, when I crowd surfed, I went from the back to the front, up to the front of the stage, like right next to the band. And the security's all rushing me out.
There was one time I can think about that I had a memorable experience. It took me some time thinking about it, but it was at a Taproot concert, and I was front stage. I waited like the entire night and just waited for everyone to leave their spots so I can just inch up a little closer to the stage. Finally, I got center stage, right in front of freaking what's his, I forget his name, but
I can't.
yeah, lead singer guy, and I'm upstage. I got my camera out and I'm like, video recording him and stuff and taking pictures, and he like reaches down and he steals my camera. He takes my camera and like snapshots everyone and snapshots himself and he snapshots me or snapshots me, whatever.
Snapchat.
Yeah, like that back then. And he gave it back to me or not. And I remember like he like took my camera. I remember one of the shots was like this a shot of like him grabbing my camera and it was like of his like sleeve of flames and everything else. And it's on my Facebook. Check it out.
Check it out.
Look at those.
Facebook.
Oh.
Check him out. But don't say you checked it out when you see him in real life later. Just be like, yeah, he's lived a cool life. I don't know him.
Yeah, and then I did like some kind of like, weird like
The
thing, and
horns,
like
the rock horns.
everyone around me is like looking like retarded, and I'm the only one like this because everyone's like staring at me.
Like, I can't believe he's doing that. Why did
That guy's
you do
phone.
that? He's
Why
like
did
a
you take my
big
phone?
Why you gonna take mine? I would never take that phone. I'm not gonna upgrade once I have that.
Wow.
Let me take a selfie.
Let me take a selfie.
Let me take a selfie. She hasn't heard the song yet. It's hilarious.
I don't care to hear the song. It sounds retarded.
It is. But the retarded thing is, that is our society today. That is our society.
No, the society that is really messed up right now is because I was talking to him earlier about I went to Goshen, Indiana last night, and all these clubs had these selfie stations on the dance floor. Every place I went to last night had a selfie station, and you go up to this thing and you give it money, pay it money or not, and it like takes a photograph of you and your friends, and it puts it directly on the Facebook on your phone or not. And like, who the hell is a genius enough to come up with this whole like selfie station as this whole selfie thing is blowing up? And like, imagine how much money they're making out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to pay for it?
Yeah, it's like $1 or something.
Oh, that's no fun.
So
Like if it were free, I'm
it-
addicted to taking pictures of myself.
And the way they advertise it is they advertise these hot girls. They advertise these hot girls that's going out, flipping their hair back and forth and taking like awesome posed like selfie shots of each other. And like I look around, like everyone that's taking selfies is like really, like not really.
What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
It's kind of like, oh, that's nothing. Oh, that's nothing.
Excited.
You're so excited.
I was in the Irish pub last night. Okay, I was in an Irish pub, and I'm looking around. And it's kind of like nice chilled environment, and it's toned down. It's early in the night, so we decided to also go to the next bar. And as we're leaving, this like group of black people, and they're like really black. I mean,
Black or niggers?
We're talking about
Are they
Flavor
niggers?
Flav looking.
They were
Flavor
niggers.
Flav.
They were
Flavor
niggers.
Flav. Like people come like walk through,
Did they wear
and
the big clocks?
no, but he like
Big
stumbled
chains?
into the wall in front of me, like he couldn't even walk straight.
Okay.
And
I
they had
probably
like
knew them.
they had like.
They were probably customers of mine.
They were they had these like a couple women with them and they walked in, and as we were walking out I was talking to my friend. We're thinking like, what is wrong with this town? Because they're walking into an Irish pub. Nothing says angry white people than Irish pub.
Ginger's attacked.
They're at the Blarney Stone all the time in Lima.
Well, that's
This is
different.
Lima.
The
That's
gangsters.
Not, yeah, that's not.
That's not Goshen, fucking Indiana.
That's just a name. Just a name.
Yeah, so that was that.
I think people just want to
Nothing
associate the
come of it.
Irish with being
I
drunk.
walked. I didn't come back in.
No, you didn't see what went down
No.
between the black people and the gingers.
No, I mean we're talking
the
about
black
like
ginger war.
we're talking about like a 50-to-1 ratio in that place.
Is there any other name to call a ginger? Like you call black people Negroes, spooks, and
Why can't they just be redheads?
redheads? I don't know. I could just call them gingers. So redheads.
Soul eaters.
So soul eater. I thought.
Where did I put my soul at?
Is that freckle mine? Well, I don't know how the fuck did we start talking about?
You always default to gingers.
Do I really?
Yes. Honestly, we probably are ready to
Yeah, let's
It's done.
wrap it up.
Yeah,
See,
it's
we've
done
been over
anyways.
this
It's-
one anyway, so.
Peace out. Peace out, horde.
Bye
I love
from
you all.
Gromies and Lila.
Gromies and I.
Bye.
Hey.
Screw piercings.
Yeah.
Like, I had my fair share.
I mean, I've had my tongue tears, my freaking, my tongue
I had my tongue, my nose, my belly button. What else? I don't know. They're just not for me. Not at all. Hi.
Dead too. Dead. Look at you guy with the ass end of it.
How was that?
It was a bee sting. It made me clench. It made me clench like I was in the prison showers.
I kind of want to know what it feels like, but I don't. Like,
It's kind of dead. You want to try it? Well, it's already dead.
no.
Oh.
I bet if you stick it to my ass, I don't feel it though.
You're barely even zapped. It's like,
I kind of want to let you do my ass.
try it. It's more like someone just grabbing it and like pinching it really hard.
Here, it's still recording. You might as well get it. Am I gonna buckle?
No.
You see me drop?
I took the adjustment. I took the full zap. Are you ready? What part of the butt?
The meaty part. I
Or
don't
the
know.
meaty part? Okay, ready?
Fucking idiots.
Oh.
Check him out. But don't say you checked it out when you see him in real life later. Just be like, yeah, he's lived a cool life. I don't know him.